We will learn how to validate form input in Angular application. Take a look at the overview of this tutorial. Let's get started. Angular provides built-in validator function. In our Angular application, we will validate a reactive form input, and this is our reactive form. Okay. To working with a validator function, we need to import validators class from Angular forms. Validators. Okay. Okay. Add a validators attribute in reactive forms input for username. Add validator required, and we will also add attribute validators dot minimum length of the username. Set the minimum length here 4 character at least. Okay, and also add the validation for password. It will be required field, and minimum length will be 6 character. Okay, now add the validation to the form element. Okay, this is our reactive form. Now make this input field required, and to display error message if any, use a div tag. Okay, and use ng if insert condition username invalid. Okay, and we also add a nested div to display list of messages. Set the condition required, display a message username is required. Okay, add another nested div. Set the condition username minimum length. Okay, username must be at least 4 character. Okay, for password do the same. It will be a required field, and copy this portion of the code and change username with password. Okay, now save this file. Okay, here ng if on the div element reveals a set of nested message divs, but only if the username is invalid and the control is either dirty or dust. Each nested div can present a custom message for one of the possible validation errors. Here, username is required and user must be at least 4 characters long, and also these two messages are custom messages. To prevent the validator from displaying errors before the user has a chance to edit the form, we should check for the dirty or dust state in control. In this case, when the user changes the value in the was field, the control is marked as dirty. When the user blurs the form control element, the control is marked as dust. Okay, enter username and enter password. Okay, now use a class for styling alert danger. Set the error message with red color. Okay, while the form is invalid, we make submit button disabled. So go to a reactive component HTML file and use this attribute disabled. Use the form name, check it invalid. Okay, now save this file and see if the form is invalid, the submitted button will be disabled. Okay, now we validate the input element of template driven form. This is our template driven forms instance, and this is the template driven form. Okay, now add validation in input element of this form. So define an instance model using ng model with the input field name. So hash username ng model. Okay, and also add required and minimum length attribute. Required minimum length equal 4 in this case. Okay, also add these attributes in password field. Change username with password. Okay, and set minimum length 6 character long. Okay, now display error message. So we have to use div tag. We can copy this from here. Okay, and also add this here and change password with username. Okay, and also update. Okay, now save this file and test the form. We have to change the message password to username. Okay, to disable submit button for invalid form of template driven form, we have to change the code. At first add make a instance ng form. Okay, and now add property disabled valid. Okay, now save this file and test the form. Okay, the built-in validators don't always match the exact use case of our application, so we sometimes need to create a custom validator. In this form, we forbid an username for username input element. Create a new folder inside app directory. Any name. Now create a new file. Name it forbidden username dot directive dot ts. Okay, now take a look at the official documentation. Copy this code, paste here. Okay, now import all missing imports. Okay, and also create a function with name forbidden name validator. Copy this code. Okay, paste here. Import validator function. Okay, now save this file and update template.component.html file. Go to username input field and add here app forbidden name equal Bob or any name. Okay, save this file. This app forbidden name will be the same of this input binding name. Okay, now reload and type Bob in the username. Oh, now add a div here, use ng if add expression username dot errors forbidden name. Okay, now write a customized message username cannot be Bob. Okay, the forbidden name will be the same of the input name. Okay, now save this file. Now test the form input element with Bob. We have to add forbidden validator directive in app module. Okay, imports array. Now import forbidden validator directive from shared forbidden username dot directive file. Okay, now save this file. Sorry, add forbidden validator directive in declaration array. Okay, now save this file. Okay, change forbidden username to forbidden name. Okay, okay, save this file. Okay, now test the form. Okay, working now. Apply the custom validation in reactive form. So copy this. Now add here and open reactive components. Now add forbidden validator name function here and import. Okay, now save this file. Now change this line. Okay, Save this file. Now test the form. Okay, the form is working. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel, like, comment and share this video. Thank you so much for watching this video.